Hello everyone, and welcome back to our third edition of Stories for the Season. We are very excited to once again be partnering with NUCAT and State Street Theater to give you these readings of the season. This year, our theme, if you couldn't tell, is snow and snowstorms. We've got some wonderful fiction readings as well as true readings about storms that happened right here in New Ulm, firsthand accounts and newspaper clippings that we'd like to thank the Brown County Historical Society and their archives for letting us use those, and we hope you enjoy this year's Stories for the Season. Whether you love them or you hate them, snow plows make it possible for us to get around in the wintertime. The New Ulm Journal in February of 1951 did an article on rural country snowplow used by farmers to plow through their drives so that they could make it to the main road. They're not like snowplows today. Have a listen. What is it? You might facetiously call it the thing. And then again, you might call it the snow monster or something like that. At first appearance, when you see it out in the country roads of Brown and Nicollet counties, pushing through huge drifts of snow, it does look like some sort of monster. In true monster fashion, it gives out with loud grunts and spouts smoke from a long nozzle as it chugs along through the snow. A creature like this hasn't been seen around these parts in several years. The reason this monster is foraging around the New Ulm area these past few days is because of the terrific amount of snowfall here this season. Since the first flakes fell in November, 52 inches of the white stuff have hit the area so far. The most recent snowfall occurred last Friday when 2.5 inches covered the area. This packed in with the heavy snow already covering the ground to seriously block many country and farm roads. And thus, the monster, or actually, the gigantic snowplow operated by the Bolter Construction Company of New Ulm made its appearance. Ordinary snowplows are finding the snows too deep and hard-packed to clear the roads. This winter is the first time in 5 years usual snow removal methods are not sufficient, and we've had to call in the Bolter crew, which does custom snow removal with its big outfit. A waiting list of 44 farmers who want their roads cleared is currently keeping the Bolter snow monster busy almost night and day. William Bolter, who owns the plow, says he has 4 men working the machine, 2 during the day and 2 at night. A day's work for the plow and its crew usually averages 8 farm roads and about 12 miles of country roads. And the machine itself is an awesome sight. The plow alone weighs 8 tons, is 12 feet high and 14 feet wide, and has 8 foot wings. The power to push the plow through the huge drifts of hard-packed snow comes from an 18-ton diesel Caterpillar tractor. The plow cuts a swath through the snow, measuring 24 feet across. It usually takes more than one trip over a road to do a good job, since the crew also sees that the huge drifts it piles up beside the road are pushed back a good distance in case of strong winds. But when it's through, the plow leaves a good wide road with the snow cleared almost completely from the gravel. The snowdrifts sometimes get very high, but none have been able to stop the monster. The plow was stopped only once, and that was Wednesday night at the Hugo Melzer farm, 4 miles northwest of Cortland, when the diesel engine froze up in 25 degree below zero weather. It took several hours Thursday morning to get the powerful engine to operate. Most frustrating conditions for the crew is when there are poles or posts along a narrow road, especially when they are alternated close together. The crew then has to carefully navigate the monster between the poles in a sort of hula dance. It's a cold job, especially in this weather, says Bolter. The cab of the machine is not heated. Usually in an ordinary snowplow, the exhaust pipe is run through the cab to provide heat, but exhaust from a diesel engine is cool enough that you'd have to put your hands on the pipe, he explains. So, if you see a snowplow like that, that'd be some sight to see and definitely qualifies as a snow monster.